Hello, this is question 1 on your specimen 2019. It's a constant acceleration question, so a mechanics 1 question, and I'm going to show you how you can get full marks in this question. This question is 7 marks. The first thing they tell you is that you have to use gravity as 9.8. If they don't tell you anything, that's what you're going to do, but be careful because sometimes they ask you to use 10, and that's quite common to forget that. You have a car that is moving along a straight horizontal road, constant acceleration, and at time t0 the car passes a point with speed u, and in the next 4 seconds the car travels this distance, and in the following 6 seconds another distance. So let me show you with a quick sketch what you have. So you have your car at P, and it's just moving along a straight road. I'm going to call this Q and R. They don't give me any more letters, but doesn't matter. So when t is 0, the car is at P, and the initial velocity is u, but it's not given. Then after 4 seconds, so when t is 4, the car is at Q, and it has moved 76 meters. So this distance here is 76 meters. Then in the following 6 seconds, so in this bit here, the car travels further 219 meters. So this distance here is 219. The time, this time is 6 seconds, so the time here will be t 10 seconds. So this is what we know, and we know it's moving with constant acceleration all the way. They are asking us the value of u and the value of a, both things together. So with these questions where you have constant acceleration, and they are not unusual, constant acceleration, and you have more than 2 points, so not just from here to here, but from here to here and to here, you have to consider for a minute what is more convenient to use. Because you can use PQ, QR, PR, or QR, and depending on the questions and what they give you, the question can be much more complicated if you don't choose the right thing. So we have initial velocity here, and they don't ask any velocity in any other point, so we are going to try to avoid to use different velocities other than the initial velocity. So if I use QR, my initial velocity here is not anymore u, so that's not what I want. What I'm going to use is PQ, to use this initial velocity, and PR to use again this initial velocity. So if I use PQ and I write my suvat for this, because it's constant acceleration, so we are going to use suvat for sure. For PQ, S is 76 meters, U is U, and I need to find it. I don't need to find the final velocity, and I'm not going to. Acceleration is A and is constant, and the time is 4 seconds. So I'm going to search for a suvat equation without V, which is this one. S is ut plus 1/2 at squared, and I'm going to apply to PQ. This thing, just to apply this suvat equation, and the correct in the correct point, is 1 mark. So for the method you have 1 mark here. Then if you substitute, you have 76 is the time is 4, so I'm going to write 4u plus 1/2 a 4 squared. When you organize this a bit, you simplify, you can divide by 4, and then you have 19 is u plus 2a. For substituting correctly, you have another mark here. Yeah, so 2 marks so far. And if you can see, you have one equation with u and a are the 2 things that you need to find. So somehow you have to find another equation with u and a, so you can solve simultaneous equations. What we are going to do is, as we say, we are going to use PR to find this second equation. So if I use PR, let me show you what we have. We write suvat displacement from P to R is 76 plus 219. So we have to add both things, which is 295. Initial velocity is u. Final velocity, we don't need it. Acceleration is a, and the time from P, the total time from P to R is 10 seconds. So this is 10. Again, I'm going to use a SUVAT equation without v, which is this one again. So for method again, you are getting a mark here. So this is your third mark, just for using correct SUVAT equation. When you substitute, you have 295 is ut, t is 10, so 10u plus 1/2 at squared. When you organize your numbers and simplify, you can divide by 5. You have 59 is 2u plus 10a. Another mark for substituting everything correctly. So 4 marks so far. And now you can see that you have two equations where you have a and u as unknowns. So we are going to solve those simultaneous equations. I'm going to do it in the next page. So you are going to write your simultaneous equations, which is 19 u plus 2a and 59 2u plus 10a. Those two simultaneous equations, if you solve them correctly, you have 1 mark. And when you solve them, u is 12 meters per second. So that's your first answer. And a is 3.5 meters per second squared. That's your second answer. And each of them is 1 mark. Yeah, for answer 1 and for answer 2. And here you have your 7 marks. So 3 here, another 4 here. So this is it with this question. This is a very, very common question. Sometimes you have trains or cars or particles, but they are moving along 3 points, and you have to combine equations and solve simultaneous equations. That's all. Hello! If you like the video, I have a free last-minute revision course the week before your exams. The link is in the description below. I'm working with international levels for Edexcel, but if you are an UK student, you will find this very helpful as well because the questions are identical, you just have less topics. I have other courses through the year, they are all in my website and the link is as well in the description below. I would love to help you.